Okay, good morning, everybody. Georgia Tech Dining is very excited to be here to be able to speak today on sustainability, one of the most important factors and goals for our department. My name is Ryan Greene. I'm the Senior Director of Georgia Tech Dining.
Good morning, and I am Danielle Ismirle Dunigan. I'm Assistant Director of Operations with Tech Dining.
So, in the next less than 7 minutes now, we're just going to quickly speak about some of the priorities for Georgia Tech Dining and what we're working on. Obviously, we're a pretty large department and have a huge impact, hopefully, very positively towards sustainability on campus. So, we'll speak about some of those high level pieces that we prioritize. And then we'll also speak about what we've been doing to improve and some of the initiatives we have going on right now. So, one of our biggest focuses, of course, is on waste diversion to help with the Institute's 2050 zero waste goal. And dining has a great opportunity to divert waste. And so we've worked a lot on that, and Danielle will speak a little bit more to some of those examples. A lot of it is around actually just in this building itself in trying to help with composting and moving more towards single stream, as well as providing education to our customers on where the trash goes. I'm sure if you dine here in the Student Center, you've seen different bins, and sometimes those bins, you don't know where to put stuff. So we're trying to work with INS and with the Student Center and other areas to try to improve upon that. So one of the other pieces that we focus on is local sourcing. So a lot of the food that we purchase is local, and we're trying to do even more of that because it is a huge priority for dining and to be able to, obviously, the closer the food is, we're supporting local farmers, but then also it's less far to travel, which is very important. We got to work with an ISYE senior capstone class last semester, which was great. They provided a lot of great recommendations on waste diversion, as well as back of house and front of house composting in our dining halls. And so we got a lot of good feedback from them, including different types of materials that are used within our retail vendors to try to change those to make them more compostable or recyclable, which is very important. A few other quick things. We have been working with Campus Kitchens as well as the Clements Kitchen to be able to reuse and be able to recover meals for our students around campus. So that's very important, opposed to obviously throwing it away and wasting it. And then the last piece I'll mention, we're at about 85% diversion within our dining halls of trash and food, which is very, very important. And we need to continue to increase that, but we have obviously a lot of waste in those dining halls. So the higher the number, the better. And that is a really good metric compared to other dining halls across the nation. So we're continuing to work on that and make it even better. With that, I have a few more quick notes. You'll see up here that we have a QR code. Not sure if you can actually zoom in on it, but if you can't, you just go to dining.godtech.edu/sustainability. We have an impact report on what we've been working on with sustainability, everything we have going on. Just a few quick notes. So within our Student Center right here, the John Lewis Student Center, we've diverted 121,000 pounds of waste just this year via composting. Almost $1 million in local spend just in this fiscal year thus far through February. Over 2,200 meals have been recovered and donated through Campus Kitchens and Clements Kitchen. Avoided over 28,000 plastic containers and cardboard boxes through bulk oil that we've had through our partner Oilmatic, which is very important. And then lastly, we've continued the education and working on improving for many individuals and trying to obviously divert that waste, which is our highest priority. With that, I'll turn it over to Danielle to speak to a few more successes we've had.
Thank you, Ryan. So the student group that Ryan mentioned, I know and love them as the dumpster divers. They literally sorted through our trash in our dining halls here at the Student Center and gave us a lot of data. And so with some of that data, we were able to make some significant improvements now, and then we also have some coming still. But some of the things that we've already implemented through that partnership. In residential, we're improving our recycling practices. We noticed we were really missing a few areas of proper recycling, and obviously we create a lot of waste feeding thousands of students every day, so making sure that we're recycling properly through our production efforts is very important. We're improving our composting in several ways, starting with adding composting to our hand washing stations. Besides producing and serving food, the third top thing that we do in dining is wash our hands to keep you all safe, right? So all of that paper towel now, instead of going into a trash, is going to composting as well to help with that process. Additionally, for composting, we created a new back-of-house composting process to make sure that even our scraps and our waste as we're producing, not just our leftover waste that can't be reused or given to campus kitchens, but also making sure that we're catching that right off of the production end. So improving those practices as well. And then we have predominantly moved our sorting of trash to back of the house. So we don't allow the students anymore to kind of sort their waste on the front end when they're bringing their dishes to us. We are doing it on the back end, which allows us to make sure that the composting is being done properly, because you're seeing a lot of people throw things away that they shouldn't be. So we're helping to end that. In retail, we're doing a lot of those similar efforts, but one of our main wins that we're working on right now is our partnership with our vendors. So improving their compostable ware and what they're having to offer. A couple examples are Chick-fil-A and Panda. So making sure their product alignment is set up to either be recycled or composted properly to help with that front of the house diversion of waste. And so we've been working really hard on that, and Ryan's been a great fighter for us in that effort, and they are very welcoming to this effort and helping us make some changes. They've already made a lot of product changes, and I know going into the next fall we'll have several more, which will help with that. Additionally, catering since the beginning has been a big win for us when it comes to composting. Their inventory off the rip has been compostable ware, and now we're partnering with INS and the Student Center, Event Center, to make sure that they're not just having compostable ware on their buffets, but they're able to compost that. I mean, obviously, compostable ware going into the trash is still a win, but making sure that it's actually getting composted. We also have a great partnership with Campus Kitchens, and we have a new initiative through working with them in Steve Place called Green Forks, which is going to hopefully help us add to the catering composting, getting it catering diversion by getting it not just going into composting, but hopefully donating some of that extra food coming off of those catering buffets.
And just to quickly wrap up, because we're almost done, we're working with a student-founded company called Raccoon Eyes, and they actually take video and footage of all the food that's wasted in the dining halls and give us recommendations on how to reduce that waste and provide better food to our customers, which is really great. We've also worked really hard on plant-based foods, which is obviously much more sustainable, providing more of those within our menus. And then it all comes down, or not all of it, but a lot of it to education, right? We have to make it easier for people to be able to compost and be able to recycle, and so we can't do that by ourselves. We have great partnerships with INS, Student Center, and many other areas, and we appreciate that. And we're excited about what's ahead for tech dining and sustainability. Thank you, everybody.